Check. What up? Like I'm Martin. You heard that? Oh, come on.
Yeah.
It's your boy DJ Spotted the Don, of course. It is another edition of Thursday Night School. I got a special host with me today. Not just my guest host. We got another person in the building. If you can't see the screen, we got another person there. But, of course, I'm with DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D. This is Thursday Night School. What up, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning in. But yeah, we got a guest with us tonight.
And he is going to introduce himself. I'm going to introduce him too. YellowTapeKing, what's up?
What's happening, man? It's YellowTapeKing.
Out of where?
Originally North Carolina. Now I'm Orlando, West Side Orlando. Did a lot of my growing up down here, so.
Okay, that's what's up. So, as far as how long you been in Orlando, first off, how long you been doing music? You know what I'm saying? We bring people here so people can know who you are and we can talk a lot of stuff.
I appreciate that because a lot of places I go for like an interview, they're not talking about me, which that's what we here for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I moved down here when I was young, like preteen, 11, 12. And yeah, like I said, I did most of my growing up, my becoming a man down here. And I started doing music super, super young. I remember writing like my first rap probably like 5th grade. After spending like all of 4th grade stealing people's stuff.
Hey, look, guys, see the statute of limitations. Let's go.
I was out here. I was jacking rhymes. Take a little bit of his, take a little bit of that, add it, and spit it at school, and they think I was dope.
I mean, if they can't tell, you
they
good.
couldn't tell, man. Like I ain't. Like,
if you was really good with it, slick with it, you know.
Without bringing race into it, I went to schools of certain demographics that didn't listen to rap.
Yeah.
So I can go out there and present it to them. They be like, "Oh snap!
I never heard that before."
That's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying?
Look, guys, he can rap. Like all black people can rap.
Right? You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because like once I got down here and I started like middle school and all that stuff, I got super shy when it came to rapping. That's like
what made it different?
Like slowly letting individuals hear me rap and everybody telling me it was dope.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, okay. I can kind of get out this shell. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really what it was. I was just nervous. Like I didn't want to be whack. You know what I'm saying? In front of like everybody in like a cipher. It ain't even like they were the dopest, but it's like I gotta be good with it. You feel me? So that confidence just came.
It's probably just enough people to kind of like take you over the top as far as like feeling good about it.
Yeah, that's all it took. You know what I'm saying? And then like my brother, who was probably the most important person, like when he finally heard me rap, and he liked it. And he just like was like, you got to write every day now. You know what I'm saying? So like once I got his approval, I really didn't care too much about anybody else's because it's like
that's real.
You know what I'm saying? He dope.
Right,
he like me.
You got some qualification. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Trinity does music as well.
Did he drive you to like kind of like actually start recording music and everything like that too?
Nah, not even. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted me to make sure I was writing a lot to like perfect the craft of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like I used to just like listen to like Ready to Die album.
Nice.
And I used to listen to like All Eyes on Me. And it's crazy, I used to slow them down.
You like Texas type stuff.
I was definitely doing that. And
dang.
Without the influence of Texas, just doing it by yourself.
Honestly, I heard it down here before I knew anything about it going on in Texas.
Really?
Yeah.
Texas is known for that.
Yeah, and it's funny because I was just laying down talking to my lady, and I was like, because the evolution of hip hop.
Yeah, the documentary. Yeah,
like
nice.
they moved on to Texas, and they're talking about like screw and all that stuff.
Screwed, yeah.
And I was telling her, I was like, I don't know, when they started, but I heard it out here back early 2000s.
Yeah, Texas was actually the first ones to do it. I think when Texas did it, somehow Orlando got a wind of it.
Well, I will say that, man. Like now that you bring that to my attention, I definitely hear it a lot in Texas, or excuse me, out here.
Yeah.
And it's like I'll be just like chilling. A brand new song will come out, and then like 2 weeks later, it's just chopped and screwed. Like somebody's bumping it in their car, and they got some nice subs, and I'm like, dang, man, like y'all took the time out to chop and screw this.
Exactly.
Like all through school, if my music wouldn't slow down, I probably wouldn't listen to it.
Yeah,
I listen to everything.
I remember there was an artist I know y'all probably know this guy, artist by the name of John Young from Orlando.
Yes,
white boy,
white dude.
Yeah,
I remember his lyric in the song "Welcome to Orlando, where the music jams slow."
Dang,
that is true.
I mean, so Orlando's been known to have some good slow grind music, slow vibe music, but I think Orlando played it slow.
They chopped and screwed it.
Texas chopped and screwed it.
Which I love chopped and screwed music.
Yeah.
Which I love chopped and screwed.
That was a different culture, yeah. But as far as how South Florida, you speed things up.
It's completely different.
It's crazy.
Completely different.
Because South Florida and even North Florida, like Tallahassee and stuff, they speed it up.
Nah.
But once you get down in the middle,
It's only sped up
down.
in Tally. I'm from Tally, so sped up in Tally because the South Florida people come.
Because the
That's
Broward
all
people,
y'all
yeah, I'm gonna say the Broward people.
All the Broward County
people migrate
come
up there. We go to FAMU, we go everywhere, up
Jucking
there,
and stuff.
and then we start.
Okay, I was wondering because I was like,
Bopping
why
and
does it seem like
It's a culture change. Yeah,
'cause I remember my boy went up there to fam and he came back listening to fast music. He listened to everything, but it just seemed like he was listening to it more. I was like, why does it seem like the top of the state and the bottom of the
in
state,
the middle just doing
in
nothing.
the middle slowing that thing down?
Oh,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? But
We tired of y'all fast people out
tired
here.
of y'all killing it.
So yeah, you should listen to those albums slow down, and then
I used to write to him.
okay.
So I used to write to him. And then, I kid you not, it's funny. I remember I went to New York. And my uncle was like, mind you, he had no knowledge. I still wasn't really telling people I was rapping this, that, and the third. I just, I love music. He was actually trying to teach me how to DJ.
Okay,
Nice.
And I remember he said it. He was like, man, you should never write songs listening to other artists because you're going to end up sounding like other artists.
There's nothing wrong with having influences, but you're right about that.
Man, I had to go throw away a whole folder of raps. Like everything had like another artist flow. You know what I'm saying? Like it was my words, but it had like Biggie flow on
Yeah,
Warning.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Or it had like Tupac flow on California Love. So it's like,
Well, that's how you start off.
Yeah,
That's how
everybody starts off like
Yeah,
that. You gotta learn. I think it's learning the fundamentals.
yeah, I think so.
Once you learn the fundamentals, you can kind of
develop your own
Your
style,
own style
your
out
own
of it,
flow.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, which makes it kind of weird nowadays because a lot of artists they like, oh, I only listen to my music. Like,
That is crazy.
then how do
I
you
don't
learn?
believe. I don't believe when they say that.
I get tired of listening
And like-
to my own music.
Yeah,
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
like,
I'm
it's impossible. Like,
It's like I want to hear something else. Plus, I'm still a fan.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was listening to the Breakfast Club this morning, and Fabulous was like, once he became Fabulous, it's almost like he wasn't a fan
Because I think probably
because he
it's
got
work.
bigger. And it's
Yeah.
like, as a person, I don't think I ever want to be that person. Like I still want to be excited, no matter who I am.
absolutely.
Like, oh snap, I'm about to go to this concert.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I think I still want to enjoy stuff. As
I
a
think
fan,
it's
man.
cool to still be starstruck, but I think one thing I understand for me, being a DJ is a little different.
Yeah.
'Cause I still love hip hop music, of course, but I feel like you can't, in a business in music.
Yeah.
As a business person, I can't come and be a fan of an artist because they treat me as like.
Well, I mean, you can separate business from like
Yeah.
actual pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I've always thought about it. Like, if I ever meet most of the artists, I would act professional. I'd be like, "Yo, what's up, man? I'm Trinity D. I'm trying to network."
But
and
as soon
things
as
like
I
that.
walk away-
Bro, let me see Kid Cudi though. Like, I might
You
hug,
like
I
Cudi?
might freak out. That's my boy.
I
Man.
like Cudi.
Yeah,
Yo,
Cudi got me through some
Trinity
time.
gonna
That's
run
what I'm
up there.
saying. You know what I mean? Like, let me meet an artist that really like got me through something.
Trinity gonna run up there,
I might start
cry.
stuck on that. So, but not like for the most part, yeah, you kind of separate it between like that professionalism and stuff. But
Yeah, I think it's important that let me lift this so people can see my face.
But I mean, like for Loso to say that, I see where he's coming from. He did become big. He became the guy that everybody wanted to work with during his time. So I could imagine what he means. He's just like, man, I just stopped becoming a fan of it. But
And then also, like, once you get to that level, it becomes work. It's a hassle. You gotta travel all the time.
yeah, everything is contracted. Everything is about trying to get a check or a favor out of it. So,
Yeah, it definitely take the fun out of it.
but at the same time, yo, I mean, Loso had a good career, so I'll be happy.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
I feel like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, I feel consistency is right. I feel like even when you look at J. Cole, like he had to take a step away and then wait for it to get back to being fun and competitive.
Yeah, that's true.
And that's what I think hip hop I'm thinking hip hop is going back to that. I'm glad Kendrick did the Control verse. Everybody's like, okay, let's get on that. You ain't gonna dog me out on that. But
Yeah.
getting people to really bring that life back in hip hop, like
I love the competition of it.
Yeah.
Because I always look at it like it's kind of weird because like y'all became friends from what? And it ain't even so much of being a friend. It's just like I want to be better than you. Like I'm not. It's no beef. It's no issue. But it's like let's like back in the day you wouldn't hear all these collaborations,
That's true.
and we was okay with that. You know what I'm saying?
You would, but it was like within a group. Everybody had their little cliques and stuff.
This is true. Now hip hop is one big DJ Khaled song.
But I kind of like the creativity of that.
Oh, man.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, I don't really like it when it's just exactly like he said, when it's a Khaled song, when it's like, hey man, I got this, just hop on it and just do whatever. I kind of like it back when it was a little bit more themed and collaborative, you know what I mean? Like, I'm getting you specifically because you're going to do something special on this track, like on this feature. Now I feel like what he's saying is true. Like, it's just, because we up here, because we in this tier, you're going to be on this track with me. So
That's what I feel like.
yeah, absolutely.
And like I don't feel like it's no bonds. It's just making a song or whatever, and I feel like building a bond with somebody and like vibing will make a better product.
So I'll give you a great example. This is what Drake gets criticized for so much, because any hot new artist that comes out, he doesn't necessarily collab with them. He just hops on a feature with them or the remix of it, and then just kind of lets that network opportunity take in, as opposed to like, yo, let's create something together and like actually vibe. And
Drake, you got giving people songs.
Well, you got to believe it's more because of technology, man.
This is true.
But think about it. Like back in the day, you had to be in the city to get to the studio. Now everything's email. Yo, I fuck with that. I mess with that. You know what I'm saying? And you just send it in.
Yeah.
Send it in, and
emailing
it's like
back and forth.
Email back and forth.
But you know what? I remember watching one of my role models, idols, when it comes to rap.
Yeah.
Pimp C was talking about that.
Oh man.
And he was saying like, I'm not doing no music with you till we vibe.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? And like, you might not even like this person. How y'all gonna shoot a video?
Well, I also like that's true. Let's be real.
I might not even like you.
That's
like,
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
like,
a lot of people.
Yeah, your verse dope, but now that I met you, this guy's kind of weird.
And a lot of people meet the first time at like a video shoot for real. And I'm just like, damn, that ain't how it should go.
It's not, and I don't think that's how you make the best product.
No.
Well, also you gotta look at like you said, the technology's changed. Jay the Youngin, Louisiana rapper. They from Louisiana, so he linked up with NBA YoungBoy, and they fell out. But also, I think what you got to understand is how that also shaped regionality. That whole process of I got to meet you in the studio. You can only go so far within a budget. Atlanta people could probably go to North Carolina, South Carolina, hit Florida. Florida people only go to Georgia. You know, it shaped the regionality of music.
That is true.
So now with the internet, that's why everything kind of sounds like everything. Not everybody can kind of cross borders,
across the world.
It's pretty quick.
No, that's a great point. And honestly, though, I think it's not being used the way it should be now. Because what you just said, there was limitations due to regions, and it made the sound like the region. Now we should be able to have that collaborative. I should be like, yo, you an artist in Japan? I'm gonna fly out. Let's go vibe for a day and be in the studio and create something real.
Yeah,
that's how it should be, as opposed to being like, yo, record this acapella verse for 16 bars, send it to me, my boy's gonna master it, and then boom, it's on my album next week. I don't like how that's just such a quick process. And I really agree with what you were saying. It's really just like kind of like a business at this point. It's like, you in this tier and I'm in this tier. We can make some money together. Let's just hop on a track together.
Yeah, or hey, you're in this tier, I'm in this tier.
Help me out.
I just happen to have enough money to pay you.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying, to get on the song.
Absolutely.
Well, hell, you might not even like the song. And I say that too. Like, that's why, like, with collaborations, when people be like, oh, let's do a feature, let's do this, I tell people all the time, I'd rather book some studio time. We vibe, go through beats.
But that's how
you see what you like. You see what I like.
But you're creating a different. You personally are creating a different type of product. You know what I'm saying? Not saying you're not creating. You're creating at a different pace.
Yeah.
The problem is like people now are, especially with the demands of fans now, people are cranking out music like a printing factory,
which is crazy. I
mean, we talked about this multiple times on the show. Is we live in an era of quantity over quality.
ADD.
So people want to just keep putting that out, like you said, that quick hit. Their attention span is so fast. So we want to hear something new. We want to hear something real quick, and that's why each album is like 2-minute, 30-second songs, 7 songs on each album. It's like,
but you know something though that's crazy. It's 2 things that I always realize in hip hop.
Talk to us.
One, as much as people get tired of the gimmicks, they're gonna always stay, but they never last and they never sell. Real rap always sells.
Yeah,
I like that.
I feel like you're starting to see it. You're starting to see it take shape in the streaming now. So another thing I've been paying attention. You probably been paying attention to it. Is people who love in quantity. Sticks. So like you see, A Boogie's album stuck. Post Malone's album stuck at the top.
Yeah.
Recently, Roddy Ricch stuck.
Fuck with Roddy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's no longer like you're saying the quick hits happening, and you understand like how people get weeded out.
Yeah.
In the past, you just like nobody cared about you. Nowadays, you're starting to see that people are learning how to create albums and bodies of work that are going to stick and stand out. And as of recently, I know we've been listening to a couple albums recently.
Yeah.
You heard you heard everybody?
Oh yeah, we had the Eminem album that came out recently, man.
Just was listening to that on the way.
Did you also hear? I know you heard Mac Miller.
Of course,
don't make me ask.
I didn't listen.
Man, happy birthday, belated birthday to the late and great Mac Miller. He did have that posthumous album drop too. But yeah, and I agree because those are 2. I mean, those 2 came out within the last week, and those are like the 2 you talk about people who are real, have cult followings, like those the people right there.
Yeah, but let me ask, did you hear the 070 Shake album?
I did not.
Bruh.
First
listen on the way. We're gonna talk about that.
Okay.
First listen on the way to here. Trust me.
She got a great voice.
Trust me.
She dope.
Do yourself a favor. Anybody on the Power of My Voice, please reshare the link and share with your family and friends. But please listen to 070 Shake.
Yeah, y'all go share this. Y'all watch
please,
this.
when I tell you, it's worth it.
I'll definitely check that one.
Definitely check it out because you're a big fan.
Yeah, I mean, she was on the whole Kanye and Cudi stuff, so I love that though. But now that Eminem album, that one, I for sure, I love that one. I ain't gonna lie, man. I thought it was pretty decent.
It was.
Are we ready to give our reviews?
Yeah. We can go through that.
All right.
For that, like, to be honest, man, Eminem has had some horrible albums in the last couple of years, man.
Kamikaze was okay.
Kamikaze was alright.
But what was the one before that?
Revival.
That was horrible.
I think the Relapse one was the one that nobody liked. There was either Relapse or Recovery.
Recovery.
So Recovery was a good one, I think.
But the Relapse was the one.
So it's probably the Relapse.
Yeah, Relapse was one. Yeah.
So I mean, I think from what I heard, man, dude, he's really trying, and that's where I think is good because Eminem, he don't gotta try, but
he's gonna, like you said, he's gonna sell anyway.
Yeah. He's got that cult following, bro. He's got that fan base like since
Revival
life,
did $4 million.
Yeah, and that was his work. He's like worst work. Yeah,
yeah. He said that in bar.
Yeah, he even raps about it. That's what I was saying.
For $4 million anyway, fool.
So I feel like with him now, he's actually like, you know what? Let me give at least a little bit of effort. Just some give and take. He stopped with the Rihanna on the hooks for the singles.
He still puts Skylar Grey.
He does got Skylar Grey on it. Yeah, but I F with that. You know what I'm saying? Because Skylar Grey, her story is really good. Her talent is beyond phenomenal. So it's kind of cliche just hearing them on these same type of deep emotional songs.
I think that was the problem with the last few Eminem albums. It was like
that was what it was led.
Cutter.
Yeah, exactly. It was that Y100 like real deep kind of emotional stuff, and maybe that's what he needed to do. Hey, whatever. But we didn't want that as fans. So I feel like with what he's doing right now, he is definitely coming back with a little bit of the funness to it. That song, like you were saying with Ed Sheeran, he was even saying like, "This is taking me back to my D12 days." And
that was fun.
And I like that track. Like he's really doing a good job with the album. So I think like this is on the better end of what he's done in the last couple of years. And I appreciate Eminem coming back because the boy got bars, yo.
Yeah, he
always got bars.
He always got bars.
Facts.
For you, because he done took a whole 3 minutes. I'm playing with you.
All right, so I listened to it. Like he said, one thing I noticed that he tried.
Yeah, he did make it.
Because I'm listening, I'm like, dang, he got a hit maker on here. Like, you could tell, like, with his choice of producers that he like, all right, let me try and get out my shell.
You were exactly right. Because, I feel with that, right when you said that, you heard in the other intro. Maybe I get with Tay Keith, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, like, and then all of a sudden I heard the next beat. I'm like, oh, what? The beat with Young M.A. was like entirely something that took me out of the... like, wait a minute, this is an Eminem album?
Eminem song, yeah.
The cookie cutter round.
Yeah, it definitely changed it when Young M.A. got on there. And it's cool that was the second song because it let you know right there, like...
It's totally different.
All right, I gave you bars in the
intro, premonition.
Just to remind y'all, I'm about to bar y'all to death. But hold on, let me give y'all this Young M.A. real quick. And and it's funny because walking through the airport in Chicago, I told my lady, I was like... I like the Young M.A. song because he let Young M.A. be Young M.A. on the song. So she was in there, swagging and spitting, and then he got on there and
killed it.
Did what he does.
Just Eminem.
Did the Eminem thing. It's crazy though because I like it a lot, but the stuff I've been seeing people say about it is just like it's contradictory and it's confusing because they're basically saying he's rapping too good for it.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it's crazy to hear people it's like, oh man, I can't dance to it, I can't do this, that, and the third. It's like, well, what did you put this in for? You know what you get with Eminem.
And I feel like he kind of simplified it. Like for you to kind of understand it that easily, like if I have to listen to you and on one take I get everything you said, that's pretty simplified.
That's worse.
Yeah, that's my point. So
that's the worst.
So I'm like, if you really are saying he's out rapping it, and I feel like he's kind of simplified it already, like you need to check where your head's at, fan. Like
that's a fact.
But I do like. You said how he had Young M.A. on it. I love that feature. I love the Juice WRLD feature.
That's gonna be leading the single after this.
That has to be a great single. And I love that he just had a chance to collab with him. The two Royce the 5'9" tracks that he had are great. The second one has like all the hip hop artists.
Everybody but Joe.
Cute.
Everybody but Joe Budden.
Well, he retired. So.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna talk about another thing after that. But
the song with Anderson .Paak is good too.
I liked it.
Anderson .Paak's on everybody's album.
He's so versatile.
He's got that juice. I think
he's so
He's got that
versatile.
juice
You
right
can't.
now.
You can put him. You can put him in a box. You can put him in a ball. You can put him in a triangle. Put him in a pyramid. He's gonna just take. Oh, you want me to do this? I got it. And like that's it. Like Anderson .Paak album, he fit on there.
Nah.
Like, you wouldn't have thought he would have fit, but he fit.
He actually did. And the rest is just Eminem, just being Eminem. So I do like the whole Alfred Hitchcock theme to it.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope. You know, that's something that only Eminem could really do, is get some real gangster stuff like that. But I mean, I agree with what he was saying too. I think that critics are kind of being contradicting on it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds dope to me, and like I usually would be super critical of it.
Yeah,
but I'm like,
because he's so good.
Exactly.
Like you gotta judge him a certain way.
Absolutely.
Okay, so here's how I thought about the album. I love the album. I wished if I had to, I would take 4 songs off, and those are the softer songs. What I would, if you were to do
because there's 20 songs on there, right?
Yeah. So what I would do,
can't do that in 20.
Yeah, I say. So I would take 4 songs off to make it a little bit shorter. Make it a little bit shorter.
Yeah.
But what I would want to do if we kept all 20 songs is move all the softer songs in a different
make an EP.
Not just make an EP, but if you're gonna make it another like a section of the album,
or make it
flow a little bit better.
Oh,
because I feel like you get hard song, and then you get a soft song, and it throws you off a little bit.
He goes into like the stepdad thing halfway through the album.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But
it kind of gets.
But I feel like he needed that song.
Yeah.
Just reorganize, reshuffle it.
That makes sense. I don't think people paid enough attention to that.
Nah.
I mean, I'm sure he does at the level he is, but a lot of people don't think about the order.
I listen to music. He's producer. And I'm thinking at a different angle than normal people.
Than the consumer, absolutely. Yeah. It's producer versus consumer point of view.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like,
but you know what? The producer knows what the consumer likes. You know, whether I put it like this, they know what's best for the project, which will make the consumer want it.
Yeah,
and so like that's only my opinion, but at the end of the day, he's gonna sell $4 million. I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's true. That's true. I agree with him though, because that was probably the only critique I had. I mean, even if it is 60 minutes, you can't put 20 tracks on an album.
Can't do that.
It's too long.
Not in this year.
Not 2020,
bro.
Unless your name is Chris Brown.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be a double track album or double LP.
Exactly.
Tracks on you.
But my point is, we've had this conversation plenty of times. Like, in
that's part of our 2020 intro thing.
Exactly. The whole game now is just quick hits, streaming numbers, trying to get them plays, and you don't get it over a 20 track. Even if half of it is skits or whatever. Like, even if you got Alfred Hitchcock on the skits, like no, like that don't work no more. So I mean, but at the end of the day, he ain't playing the streaming games. Yeah. He's gonna sell $4 million. Like
on a bad day.
Like I think at this point, Eminem is he's doing it for the sport and the art of rap.
But yeah, I feel like exactly. But I feel like he's good. I'm glad he has his that bite back.
Absolutely.
I felt this album actually had some bite. Kamikaze was just him like it had bite, but I feel this was like a legit. This is me really not trying to fire back at anybody except for Joe Budden, low key. but I feel like it's him like putting together an album of bite and creativity all together. I think Kamikaze was like, oh, I gotta tell people, I gotta show people I can still do it. This was like, I'm gonna be creative. I'm gonna actually bite into have a meal of the album and give some context. Because I think that's one thing we loved about the Eminem show and all that other stuff. It was creative, but yet he was rapping with some bite.
Yeah. Yeah,
and that's what I was missing with the earlier songs, the softer projects. It felt like he was softening up, but not rapping and attacking with bite. And that's the thing that we all loved about.
Well, that's the effort that we're mentioning. You know, he gave that effort, whatever you want to call it, effort, bite, motivation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He took it on this. But if y'all haven't heard it, go check it out. Music to Be Murdered By. Real good album, honestly.
Out of 5 rating.
Out of 5, I only heard it once, man. I'll give it just because it's Eminem though. Nah, I can't get that high. I'll give it a 3. That's a good solid.
Out of 5?
Yeah, you get a 3.5.
Yeah, I want to give it a 4, but that's a little too high.
I'm at a 3.5.
Yeah,
so
I'll give it 3.
The average.
When you start getting the 4s and 5s, you gotta start thinking about
that's like classic level.
That's some classic top. Like you almost there at 4, then 5. You like you better be.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Replay value must be on point. Yeah, I listened to it twice, and I felt like each time I was like, if these songs weren't just in the middle of.
You're going to have to listen to it on shuffle, bro.
You're going to like it better.
I don't know about that.
You got to listen to it on shuffle.
You're like, not this song, not this song, not this song.
I think it'll grow on everybody else, though, man.
I think so, too. Especially when that Juice WRLD. Like,
that Juice WRLD,
that's going to be big.
That's going to be a single. I'm glad
the Ed Sheeran song is good, too. It's a club banger.
I think that'll be a single because of
Ed Sheeran.
It is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it is amazing. Okay. Back to me being
Break it down.
as a rapper.
Break it down.
Right? And I seen Nick Cannon and Vlad talk about this.
Okay.
I watch a lot of Vlad TV.
Shout out.
I mean,
Right.
people don't. People think he's the police, but we get it. Anyway.
You put that wire on yourself. But anyway.
Oh, man.
Oh,
man.
You do. You put the wire on yourself and you can decline questions like, why can't you? Anyway, if you can't decline questions in Vlad, you're not going to decline questions.
Your PR is horrible if you can't decline questions.
You're not going to decline questions on the stand.
And then you're going to talk about the conscious snitching, but you snitching on yourself. Anyway.
Right? Eminem is one of those rappers that I remember being young and saying, there's no way in hell I could do what this man do. Because as the fan in me, I grew up listening to dope rappers and saying, how in the hell can I create something like this? Right?
That's real.
Now you listen to anybody and say I can do this.
Yeah.
I can do what Blueface do.
Bust down, Tatiana.
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, man. But it was just a random tangent. I'm sorry. I had a Kanye.
I like that. I've said this before too. Eminem, literally, man, he was the first person who I've ever learned a full song word for word for word for word. Like,
really?
Word for word. It was Eminem Without Me. I remember I was in.
Oh wow! That was my jam. That beat,
bruh, amazing.
That beat is amazing,
bro. Amazing.
For that to be like a joke song,
yeah, exactly.
Drake killed that
But
beat.
that's when he was.
Drake murdered it, man.
That's when he was really coming at it. Like
he was hitting it. He was hitting it, and I remember like I was maybe so 3rd, 4th grade. I think you maybe like freaking 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
I remember getting the whole thing. Then like I wasn't like a kid like trying to be all violent or whatever. I was like, oh, I understand the comedy behind it.
Yeah.
So I studied every lyric from that song. I remember as a true South Floridian, I even sped it up with a high pitch, just so
if
I
you're
could
from
rap
Florida,
it
you know
that
about
fast.
sped up music. Comment in the
I'm
Slack.
just saying,
In the thing
we
right
like
now.
our stuff sped up, but
Who listens to?
Let's be real. If you're from Florida, do you listen to your music sped up or slowed down? Please comment.
we could tell where you're from by that answer.
Yeah, we'll tell you where you're from.
Yeah. My live. Hey man, comment on mine too.
Yeah.
You like your music slowed down or sped up?
Sped way up.
Yeah.
I'm talking about
Chipmunk.
Talking about high pitch.
So
kick back.
I like to slow down personally.
I put that Eminem Without Me at Chipmunk just so I could practice rapping it.
But you
that
rapping it
speed.
faster.
And that was it was kind of like a training technique. But my point is, like, since a young kid, man, I've always understood how great that kid is, how great that man is. Like, he does just phenomenal rap work. You know what I mean? So I agree. Like, it's not that hard to get, big or signed anymore. There's not that type of role models.
You can
or that
sign
type
yourself
of artist.
up. You know what I mean?
But at the end of the day, that's why we still have respect for the GOATs and for the legends and for the vets.
Always, and they're going to outlast outside.
Yeah. Look how this is his 11th album. Music to Be Murdered By is M's 11th album.
But that's like on the intro. He's like, y'all say, y'all don't talk about longevity, and I feel like that's the worst thing in rap.
Hell yeah.
It's like it's no love for longevity. Because in other genres, nobody says, like in rock, nobody's saying, Rolling Stones, get out of here, y'all too old.
Well, let's be real.
That's true.
I think the one thing
that's true.
The one thing you gotta understand is because hip hop has generally just been a young man's sport.
Absolutely.
Now it's getting younger, but I feel like now that hip hop has been around for four decades now, almost 40 years old.
80s.
Now we're having rappers of the age to be the Rolling Stones.
That is true.
So like
that is true.
Like if I'm telling you right now, if Biggie and Tupac were alive, they'll be the number one touring.
Oh my God. The
artists,
the Beatles,
period,
for sure,
period,
for sure.
So
Vegas residencies, they would have everything,
easy,
everything,
and I'd be at all the shows.
I would be at least 5.
I'm going broke at least once here to see one of them.
Got it.
So I think we got to understand now that we're starting to get that thing, and then hip hop has always had a creative destruction kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
Which is actually great. It keeps it fresh. but also allows people like Eminem to dip into and grab up some new ideas.
Well, it allows us to respect the vets, and I like that our vets are, like you said, the Rolling Stones now, like really good vets to look up to. But I just kind of worry for the future. Like let's be real, like these dudes are gonna die, like, you know, in sometime in our lifetime. So what about when we are like hitting like 40, 50? Like, who are going to be the vets?
But that's why we got the J. Cole's, we got the Kendrick.
Yeah, that's true. We do have a select few. That's true.
And those are the people, like I say, they gonna sell.
Yeah, they're gonna sell.
J. Cole,
they're gonna last too.
Number one. You know what I'm saying? Kendrick, when he dropped, number one. And they don't have to saturate the market.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But
you know what I'm saying?
But that's important. You need people like that to make space for the young people.
There's a balance.
And then you gotta have people for music for now. You gotta have fast food to enjoy the gourmet food.
I like that. And I like that. I would say there's a balance. The only, I guess, critique I would have is we giving the fast food in that metaphor a lot of money and a lot of airtime.
But that's just because there's a lot of money in rap now.
There's money to be made.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a lot of money.
I can't hate on that. Like, if you made it to where you can get money,
there's a lot of
get your money.
Look, fam, give me some.
Once you get to it.
Give me some.
Once you get to it, you know what I'm saying? Once you get to that point, there's a lot of money in it. But they gonna have to be smart with it. Well, not even, because you can stream forever.
That's true.
Like, if you get a number one song now with streaming services,
them royalties coming to
you are good.
I'm saying, as long as you stick, you know what I'm saying? We were just talking about Roddy Ricch. Roddy Ricch done beat out Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber when they was crying on Instagram. Mm-hmm. So he did good.
Which is crazy.
and he tweeted to say, yo, stream their stuff. But I'm just thinking, like, the next thing we got to do is really, outside of that conversation, is to allow... I'm happy this one thing. Next album we're going to talk about. I just want quality music for artists that have moved on, if you know what I mean.
And I mean, with that being said, you talk about how Biggie and Pac, now that they passed away, they would be like kind of the vets. And you talked about how Kendrick and Cole would be like the vets. Y'all think Mac Miller would have been in that category in terms of the vets?
Guaranteed, just because of the cult-based following he had. But let's be real. He was right there with Currency, right there with Wiz Khalifa,
Wale.
Those are some of the artists we're kind of talking about.
The
right?
tier, somewhat in that tier.
I don't think so.
Okay,
really. Hot take alert.
Not even. But
are you on the same opinion?
Not a hot take.
I don't think it's a hot take
because Mac Miller is very respected lyrically. He sells a lot of records independent.
Yeah, that's not legendary.
No.
Oh, okay.
Not as an artist. I mean, it's cool. That don't make you legendary. You gotta make sure we using legendary in the right terms.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, that's like the difference between a star and a superstar.
True.
Like,
okay.
Yeah, you a star, that's cool, but you ain't a superstar.
You got a point.
You know what I'm saying? Or All-Star Hall of Famer, like, yeah, you made a couple All-Star games, but you ain't finna get this jacket.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't in the Hall of Fame, Mark.
You feel me? I feel like he would have been solid. He would have been consistent. I feel like he might have been like that person that, and it sucks. It might not have sucked because it's no telling how it would have came about. He was maybe one major song away from being that.
I'll give you that.
And I think I'll tell you this. I agree with that because I think in his sphere he'll be considered like a very
with that cult following.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because his cult following, like, think if Russ can do it now. If
never heard a Russ song.
No, I don't really like Russ, but I'm saying Russ's fan base was built off of social media.
Yeah,
if you let
that's true.
If you let Mac Miller, Wiz Khalifa, and Currency have the same advantage of social media that Russ has, dude, they did it off of backpacking and touring.
That's true.
And maybe having a MySpace,
but. The thing is, though, with Mac, and I'll agree, even like Currency, I guess you could say, they killed the independent underground circuit, and that's where they hold. That's their cult following. So they're never going to lose that, like, never, ever.
Money's touring is easy for them.
But when you actually, like you said, I completely agree. It's not a hot take. When you talk about superstar, let's be real, as DJs, right?
Yeah.
You ain't dropping that
How many Mac Miller songs have you dropped?
Zero.
Exactly. But that is part of one of the, let's say, optional check marks to become a superstar.
Yeah, if you have
if you ain't checking that off, I'm sorry, we can't really put you in that.
You mess around and drop Akon and Eminem in the club before you drop Mac Miller.
I dropped that last week. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Does Currency have that check mark though?
No,
but that's why I would say he's in that same kind of boat right now. Like, just being honest.
You mess around and play Where the Cash At before you play a Mac Miller song in the club.
And that's like, and we could
drop that in the booty club.
We could talk about difference between like rappers who are club bangers and rappers who aren't. But in all honesty, what I'm saying is, even if you're not trying to drop a club banger, bring it to the mainstream game in terms of like what was his biggest radio single. You get what I'm saying? What put him out there in terms of besides his fame through other means of like So I agree. Don't get me wrong. I'm a huge fan. His new album Circles, I do love it. I thought it was really really dope. What they did together with like a posthumous album.
Very well put together.
It was very well put. I agree with everything that we've talked about, but regardless, since he has passed away, it's kind of cool because to think about, because when we're talking and having this conversation, you don't need to be a superstar anymore. You don't need to be that caliber that we're talking about because look what has happened with Mac. We could all agree he wasn't in that tier of like Cole or Kendrick as of yet, maybe right there. But my point is, did he need it? Because look at how long he's living.
He was happy. He was cool with it. And when you making that independent money, you don't see none of that.
Hey,
you good.
You don't care about none of that.
But I'll even put it this way: when you look at that independent lens, he was just, I'm good where I'm at.
Yeah,
I know I'm going to make my money.
Yeah,
and he genuinely had a relationship with his fans.
Absolutely,
very genuine relationship with his fans.
Absolutely,
which is really why you can kind of see the hurt that rippled through.
Everybody.
So many people.
The whole culture. So it was a really, really good album. Really soft album as kind of people expected it to be. Swimming was like such a refreshing reborn album for me. Is one that happened right before he passed, and I feel like this is a good like sequel to it.
That's what it's supposed to be, right?
Exactly. Like it's supposed to just really be like the circle of it.
The circles.
Ironically, that's the name of Circles.
Was he swimming in circles?
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Swimming in circles.
Kind of like that. Yeah, in a sense.
No, by accident, I was kind of cracking the joke.
No, like that. Like for real, that's the concept.
Accidentally came up. Anyway,
it really dwells off of the whole addiction and like you swimming in a pool of addiction, and you're getting out, and you don't want to drown in it. So, I think that this album was such a good like they took their time with it. You know what I mean? It's almost been about 2 years since he's passed away.
Yeah.
So it's like they really did take their time in releasing it. Good News is a good song. Hand Me Downs is a good song. That's On Me is a good song. Like they're all just soft, real like emotional shit. So I would just say like really this was a good, well done album. Obviously you're gonna listen to it. You're gonna probably like get real and you're emotional and you're like in your feels.
I don't need that.
I put it this.
But I was gonna say, but like it's gonna stay in its place because it's not gonna be something where I go back into and be like, yo, I want to cry right now. You know what I mean?
But
like
I feel like you go into the album knowing that's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, exactly.
You go my whole weekend. This is exactly the order. I just told Ari this. My homegirl who was there. You're gonna go into the album. You know you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
Eminem first.
Yeah.
Then this album, Mac Miller. Then go right into 07 No Shake.
And it's kind of like that's just an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah, just get it out there.
I was gonna say the last time I really felt like that was when I went to go see Joker. Because I remember usually when you go to a movie, I'm a Marvel fan, so I'm just like, yo, I'm about to go see some action right now. I knew Joker was gonna be some twisted horror, emotional stuff, and like the whole time, I'm like, all right, man.
And you're feeling bad for the bad guy.
Yeah, like, but the whole time, like you're preparing yourself to go feel this emotion. Yeah. It's like I don't like preparing myself to feel that horrible. So I agree. The same thing with this. I did have that preparation. I'm like, yo, Max, my dude. I got to listen to it.
Exactly.
But I don't, not being rude. I just think that as an album person, this is obviously going to stay in its place, like in this date, in this moment.
Yeah.
But it's good though. I'm glad they did it. Again, like. He's gonna live on for what he's done in the independent fan following realm. Yeah. But I just think that what they did was this: they took their time, and that to me means a lot, man. They could have put this out like, no offense, with XXX.
Horrible.
Yo, they
mistreated his things
immediately.
They mistreated his posthumous albums so bad.
They hyped it up, man. I'm sorry. As somebody from there, like I know a lot of people who really knew him or like who really at least just met with him and effed with him, and they show love like on Twitter, like real love, posting pictures and stuff like that, all these types of ex memorials. But like the people who really hype beasted, everybody behind the production and stuff, I was like, y'all are really just trying to milk this right now. Yeah. So I agree. There's some people who they don't do it justice. With Mac Miller, they did
it perfectly. What do you think of the Mac Miller project? Did you get to hear it?
Did not get to listen to Mac Miller. Y'all gonna make me listen to it now.
Yeah, but look,
I got a little ride home, so
I would say
you might not want on the ride home.
Ride home.
Yeah,
it's like drinking and driving.
Yeah, it might.
I would tell you really like go home, Get some ice cream. Get some comfort
Watch
food.
waiting and he exhales.
Get some comfort food. Get a blanket.
Man, so get that Ben and Jerry's, man.
You know what I'm saying? Press play. Get all of it out, and then listen to something uplifting.
Absolutely. But rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Rest in peace to Mac Miller.
Check out Circles for sure. He even got they got Ariana Grande like doing some backtracks on a song or two.
I didn't notice her voice was in there.
Yeah, it's just very, very background vocals of her just like harmonizing. So it's beautiful, man. Like it's really beautiful. But don't be in your car when you listen to it.
Ari just said no driving and crying.
Yeah,
y'all.
you can't do that. You have to be in bed while you eat a Ben and Jerry's or Dairy Queen Blizzard.
Why you got the light? You have some candles lit. Mm-hmm. Ben and Jerry's. You know what I'm saying?
And then after that, you got to like play some Sade or something.
Yeah,
like that, just to get your mind right.
Get out the emotions, man. I even tell you this, guys. I mentioned 070 Shake's album.
Yeah,
I know y'all haven't heard it.
Yeah,
I told Ari, homegirl Ari, she was in here earlier discussing it. It reminds me of 808 Heartbreaks because of the synth. And it's like 80s pop ish. Because you already heard the Guilty Pleasure section.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's a little more of that. But then, like, the glossiness of My Dark and Twisted Fantasy.
I got to check it out.
Very glossy, very well. Like, we mentioned earlier that these new artists are coming in punching really well in the first quarter. You got Roddy Ricch album. Great.
Yeah.
Great introduction. We talked about A Boogie. Great introduction. You know what I'm saying? Who else? Casanova's album was a great introduction. We're seeing that quality that we talked about in 2020 already starting off. We wanted quality more, not quantity.
It just seemed like he in his bag on these singles.
Yeah.
He just dropped a new single with Marlo that was
quality.
He's spitting. Future back on that trap.
I'm ready for that.
Future
man.
back on that trap stuff. I don't know if he need a breakup or something. You know,
I mean, who's he with? He's with
they doing the Lori Harvey thing.
Lori Harvey,
the toxic relationship. That's why he back. That's why he back harder than ever.
Toxic as ever.
Yeah, yo, I love them pictured together. It's like when toxic meets toxic. Oh my gosh.
Man.
I love that.
I'm excited for Future, man. He's got. I'm not necessarily excited for that "What a Time to Be Alive" 2 album, but
the way they tease that with that
the single, yeah, Good Life.
That is literally 2 songs.
It is 2 songs,
yeah,
but each is pretty good in their own right.
But like, it's not even like 2 songs like Sicko Mode was.
Yeah. No, it's 2 different songs.
It just fades out and then starts something else.
Yeah, exactly.
2 songs.
Bro, as a DJ playing that for the first time,
I mean, it feels good.
Like,
it feels good.
You look at the crowd like y'all with this? Y'all know? Okay.
But I like it though.
It's alright.
No,
it's a teaser.
I like Future. I'm gonna say that. So him coming back with some hard stuff that comes back with the quality. Future, he's found his niche. He knows what he's doing. So
he's no longer doing lean no more. You know what I mean? But yeah, guys, I really think we had a lot to listen to. Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking at the breakdown of albums that came out recently or coming out this month, and literally this past weekend, the 17th, was. That's past weekend, right?
Yeah.
Was the most packed weekend of the month.
For sure. What we got?
This past weekend we had Stunning for Vegas' album came out.
Okay.
I can't get into that.
Okay, but it's not.
You like Stunning for Vegas?
No, it ain't for everybody. I like some of his singles. I haven't heard the album.
Y'all are DJs, so y'all got a different.
It's different.
We process singles.
We could diverse though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We could diversify.
Yeah, exactly.
And be like, this is what we like as DJs. This is.
I'm not let's do it.
Like when we on the clock, this is alright. When we off the clock, hell no. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So we also had Blueface. Another album. I'll be with you.
Oh, that really dropped? Because sometimes my Google tell me stuff drop and it ain't come out.
Blueface's album was ironically called "Find the Beat."
Yes.
I just want to put that out there.
I did see that.
And he's dropped in the past like couple months 3 projects. He's trying to find something out there. He is freezing cold right now.
Yeah. Blueface is real cold if he dropped 3 projects because I ain't even know.
Because I have not heard nothing.
Right?
Dang.
Young Pinch
talking about Duval.
Dropped. I haven't heard Young Pinch's album yet. G Love. Philosopher's London.
Okay.
He was on the.
He Trini.
Not just that, but he was on the album he did with the Kanye.
He was on the All Day joint.
All Day, which is what album was that? Yeezus.
Yeah, it was around.
No, it wasn't Yeezus.
All Day wasn't on a.
I think that was just a single.
Yeah, All Day wasn't on the album, but around that time he was doing the Life of Pablo.
Yeah, it was
okay.
Between Yeezus and Life of Pablo.
Okay, so all right, cool. Massa, don't know who that is. Rome Fortune, I'll be real. When I say I don't know who that is, I'll honestly say I don't know who that is. Trippie Redd dropped a deluxe version of A Letter to You. Of course, Eminem, Tech 9 dropped the album.
Time for Tech.
Shout out.
One of my role models.
I'm real like
Yeah.
I'm surprised like his
best.
independent fan base. His music doesn't. His albums don't seem to rise out of.
I think honestly, I'm gonna be real. I think that's just more of a region thing. I think as Floridians, we don't get tech at all.
Tech,
His is more
At
Midwest
all.
kind of
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah,
Midwest love him,
that's
though.
definitely a region thing.
I mean, if this man on Forbes top rapper,
Yeah,
somebody
exactly.
buying it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
people buying
Somebody,
it.
he is always on Forbes. I'm like,
How?
why is he above Wiz Khalifa this year? You know what I'm saying? Like,
But his tour is insane though.
Yeah, I was gonna say
He tours so insane.
he sells out, man.
they say he do
Easily
like 250
Australia,
shows a
overseas,
year.
London, Europe.
Yeah.
Tours
Nah,
insane.
he's got that circuit. He's got that circuit for sure.
He's not doing. And he's definitely not doing small shows.
No, one time for tech for sure.
Big one time for tech.
We gotta check that out. We'll bring that next time and definitely review that one.
Definitely break that out. Of course, I need to see how many tracks is on it. I think that's one. Like I said, I want to get more diverse in my listening. That I talked last episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's one of the artists I need to give more attention to.
You do.
Period. I need to give him more attention.
Yeah.
Bars are crazy.
Yeah.
Bars are
Wordplay,
crazy.
witty.
His single. Every time I come across one of his singles, I really am interested.
Absolutely.
I just never follow up and find where the album's coming out. Because major outlets don't listen to him. Don't list them is all. You know what I'm saying?
Gotta listen to Tech Nine, man.
What other? Any more albums? That's a lot.
That's a lot of albums. That's the
a lot of
last weekend.
That's a lot, man.
In one weekend.
I'm only gonna listen to one.
You listen to two out
Yeah,
of,
give me
out of
one,
10.
man.
I'm gonna
Who I
say-
need to listen to? I can't listen to Mac Miller tonight. Who I need to listen to?
I would say 070 Shake.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna check.
That's when, if you're driving home, that's
I
when you
can listen
listen
to
to.
There you go. There you go.
Because like I'll be real, it's like real good groove music.
Yeah.
You're grooving and you're driving. You're good to go. All right, man.
So, besides music,
Yeah,
I
bro.
want to talk about. There's a movie that came out this past weekend.
Bad Boys. Bad
Boys.
Boys.
I went to see that.
Come out and play it.
So you ain't see it?
No, I did.
Did you see
I
it?
ain't seen it yet.
All right, bro.
But I'm
So let
willing
me
to talk
spoil
about it.
everything for y'all.
Spoiler
I'm
alert.
Nah,
Everybody
I'm playing.
died.
Damn.
I can't spoil the movie
Will
like
Smith
that.
died,
No.
Gabrielle Union come back. She died.
and then his son died.
I don't know what's
After
going on.
that.
But anyway, how did it do?
Yo, it was big for the culture. I'm gonna just say that,
Yeah, it was
man.
huge
Like,
for the
like,
culture.
people gotta understand. Like, I talk to everybody about it, and everybody says the same thing. Like, yo, I could quote the first two movies like front to back. Like, I've seen them so many times, and it's like it's no different. No matter where I go, everybody's like saying like the Reggie scene. You know, like the chitty chitty bang bang.
Yeah.
Like everybody's always talking about the scenes that they do and just the Mike Lowry and stuff. So that was big for the culture, man. The fact that they took 20 years or 17 years to come back with it, man.
Yeah, like
definitely.
17, yeah.
It was dope, man. Go check that movie out, but also check out the Breakfast Club interview they did. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
That was great.
It was amazing, man.
And I don't even watch Breakfast
He
Club
even,
like that no more.
I
I
only
think-
watch it for like artists I care about.
Certain people,
you
yeah.
know what I mean. But Will Smith, man, yo, he's for real a motivational.
They also did a good serious. They did
And I like
a
how he
good.
kept it real about Tupac.
He also did a good-
yeah, for sure with the whole Jada thing too.
They did a good interview with Sirius XM Shady 45. Sway. How do I forget Sway?
You
How
ain't got
Sway?
the answers.
How Sway?
First off, I used to watch Sway on MTV all the time.
Yeah, you
I feel
slipping.
bad about forgetting
You
his
slipping.
name.
You
Sway.
apologize.
I apologize.
Sway is the
Apologize.
goat.
I apologize.
You see what you're doing right now?
Yeah.
Sway is the goat of that.
Apologizing?
No, right now.
What you doing right now?
I know. I'm hosting
Oh,
it.
I'm gonna sweat my live so my live can see.
Oh,
Man, don't.
What he doing right now?
Sway does it.
that's the GOAT.
Sway to go.
Sway to go. But of course, like they did a good interview with Sway too. So I just want to let you know. Go
What up,
check
though?
that
What
out
up?
too.
Nah, for sure. They doing their tour, their promo tour.
And that's what Martin Lawrence said he regret not doing it last movie.
Yeah,
Did you see that
he
part?
did- yeah, he
He
did.
said he regret that he didn't
did.
do the promo tour.
Yeah.
And he didn't do the
exactly.
first movie either, but that's because they were really busy the first time because they're both on TV all
Yeah,
the
that,
time.
was,
they're
that was
the-
different, but he's like the second one he regret because he
Yeah.
realized how much fun they having now.
Definitely. And I think it's good that they. I've heard that they're not shying away from the actors' ages. They're actually letting them kind
Oh
of.
no, the whole movie is about them being old.
Yeah,
which is dope. Like,
And like I told my lady, I was like, "Yo, if they do another one after this, it's gonna turn into Lethal Weapon.
Yeah,
So-
it's going to be basically.
It's gonna turn into Lethal Weapon. Like
Basically.
you gonna, one of them gonna have to say, "I'm too old for this ish." Like I don't know
Martin.
which one.
That's the
Yeah,
main-
probably more.
That's
that's
Martin.
the main part of the movie, right?
And you got
just
that
like
line
Lethal Weapon.
gotta be said in the movie, so they might as well write that in the Bad Boys 4.
Yeah.
And go
That's
ahead
funny
and
as hell, man.
have my boy say, "I'm too old for this ish."
I'm gonna say this without spoiling anything. It looks like they kept it to where it's ambiguous, to where it could have
Yeah.
a sequel.
Yeah.
But to be honest, with the amount of money they did and with the amount of success, I'm like 100% sure it's gonna be a Bad Boys 4.
I hope they don't.
And no, like to be
No,
honest,
they don't.
Yeah.
When you watch it, and again, without spoiling anything, you'll see what I'm talking about. But it's already along the lines of what you're saying in terms of like they too old for this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but kind of more so moving forward with like a next decade of this.
Yeah.
Without spoiling anything, you could figure out how they would try and write in them moving on to a next decade. So it's interesting, man.
I'll ask you, where do you rank this in out of the 3 movies?
I mean, for seeing it one time, bro, I've seen the other 2, I'm not lying, 50 times at least.
Because it comes on, that's syndicated, yeah.
At least, yeah. They're on USA and BET and Comedy Central. Like,
yeah, exactly.
They're both on Netflix.
Yeah, and on Netflix right now. I watched both of them before the 3rd one. I was like, damn, I ain't need to watch this because I know everything is about to happen. I'll give it, you want to give it out of a 10 or whatever? Or like, you mean like...
How do you rank
it?
Ranking?
Out of those 3.
Nah, man.
Can't do it?
Nah, I gotta put, for me, Bad Boys 2 is number 1, Bad Boys 1 is number 2, Bad Boys 3 is number 3.
Did it have a different feel to the movie at all?
Yeah, it had so Michael Bay isn't directing it, and he directed the first 2. And I'm being honest.
You know what? I didn't even know that, but I can tell.
So, and here's the thing.
I can tell.
I'm being honest with you.
Wow.
If you go back and watch those first 2 movies and just look at how Michael Bay directed it, mad corny, bro. It's like straight like 90s cop action movie. You get what I'm saying? So I get it, for the time it was great, but like looking at it now, I love the director a lot better. I love what they did with the newer version. Didn't feel too new. It just felt 2020 version.
Yeah, true.
And I thought that was cool, but like the first 2 are classics, man. Like
you can't argue.
You can't touch with classics. So, but now what they did was good. Like it doesn't mean it's not a bad movie. Go check it out, man. Go definitely check out Bad
Will
Boys.
do Bad Boys.
They ain't have no Nelly or Diddy or.
Oh man!
I was like, damn.
They definitely needed Diddy to do the
Bro, they should have done that. Like they did. He was on the last one.
Yeah, Diddy did the last one.
So I'll say 2 things before we sign up on that movie. Number 1, there's a plot twist in it.
Okay,
it's very big. And the plot twist is kind of whack to me, but you'll figure it out. You'll see.
Sweet, baby.
So they
it wasn't even that much of a twist. If
they tried to set it up, and it was like, oh, too obvious.
But the setup, it's not that it was too obvious. It was just came out of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
So you're like, damn, y'all could have gave some more hints, or y'all could have written it in better. But it's just a twist.
It's like, wow.
It's like, all right. So that's number 1. Number 2. When I saw Khaled as a person in this movie, I got so mad because I'm like, bro, they're gonna make him the Miami DJ. Like they're gonna pull up. Nope. You're gonna love Khaled's role. I'm gonna just
say Khaled has a legit role.
I'm gonna just say that.
Legit role.
And that's the thing.
As long as they're not saying no tagline,
I usually don't compliment Khaled when he gets roles like this. Khaled did a good job at this.
Khaled did his
Khaled had a solid 2 minutes in this movie.
Okay, that's good. That's a decent.
Did a good job.
all right. I'll give him a shot then. But I'm definitely gonna watch the movie. I definitely love the Bad Boys franchise. But of course, before we get out of here, I'm gonna throw some things by you. I want to let y'all first thought come to your mind.
Okay.
Oh shit.
All right. First thought, right here. Kodak might be coming home 2022. Does he stay out of trouble?
Nah.
Yeah.
Okay, reason.
He had a message recently where he was talking about how he's starting to feel sympathetic. I think it came out like a week or 2 ago, and he was talking from jail or whatever, and he was saying how, he's starting to understand his mistakes and all that. Man, you can't take the pompano at that kid. I seen it. I seen it, man. He got big.
Life.
He got big when he was 14, 15. He's about 22 now.
22.
And it's like, I don't see it leaving unless he sits down with some real coaches. You know what I'm saying? Like, get him a real life coach. I don't care if it's a celebrity or
a legit manager.
Just a good team, behind him. Like, yeah, that's what he is right now. We've talked about this multiple times. He has too many of his people around him, man. You need to get with some professional people because you're giving up a big opportunity. But obviously, I hope and pray as a Broward boy myself, please take this as a chance to recuperate whatever you've done wrong. But I don't see it, man. You can't take the pompano out.
And yes, why?
Because he's only 22.
Only way he got plenty of time to go up, right?
He's real young and he's actually in prison.
Yeah,
like he ain't in no juvie. He's not in jail where he about to get out in 8-9 months and get back to the money. He is about to be sitting there. You said 2022 and 2020 just started, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's gonna be 24 coming out.
You know what I'm saying? So he's still gonna be young enough to still be successful and get money, but he got time to really sit. And they, according to him, doing him dirty in prison. So I know he ain't trying to go back in there. They moved him and didn't tell nobody. You didn't read that?
No.
They just moved him to Kentucky.
Damn.
Oh yeah, I said they got
with his mom and lawyer on the way to the jail. They moved him an hour before his mom and lawyer got there and didn't say anything. He said they drugged him and he ended up getting into a fight with a guy. They pepper sprayed him, did pepper spray the other guy. So he don't know if it was the cops or the guy he was fighting beating him up.
Jeez.
That man ain't trying to go back to that. Like, bro, you legit living in a lap of luxury and instantly done went to jail.
decisions you should have definitely not made.
Decisions you shouldn't have made. You know what I'm saying? So I think he will. If he don't, I mean, I don't feel sorry for you. Like, bro.
Yeah, you get enough chances at this point.
You got plenty of chances, you know. So, but I think he will, man.
All right. Next thing I want to run past you, right? Zion Williams' season debut for the New Orleans Pelicans. Were you impressed or not?
I was more impressed with the Miami Heat getting their 8th overtime winning in a row. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man, get out of here. We're talking about Zion,
going 20-1 at home
the
last
one was
night.
to my Lakers. Go ahead, continue.
No. I was watching the Heat game. Shouts to Miami Heat. We are killing it right now. Number 2 in the East. But shouts to Zion, man. I thought he wasn't going to come back this whole season. I'm just happy to see that he's there. The whole Twitter, the whole culture was for him. I was impressed, man. I was impressed because this is your first game or whatever. But I just want to see him become the next LeBron because that's what the hype is for him. So I hope he does well. I'm very happy with him, and I hope he does something with the Pelicans because, man.
They're actually a pretty decent team without him.
Yeah,
but they fighting for the 8th spot.
Fight with the 8th spot. He dropped 22.
Got 17
straight in the fourth quarter.
I think he had like 4 threes, 3 threes.
4 out of 4.
4 out of 4. That's incredible. That's your first game after an injury, after all that hype and pressure. But what about you?
I was impressed by the 3-minute stretch. Y'all do know it's more game.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing. Like, everybody hype about it. And it's cool. I know he had to get his legs up under him. He look out of shape. He looked like his
He came in that game because he's been working out. Hasn't been playing.
Yeah, at all.
Yeah. Came in that game a little heavy, 285. For 6'3", 285, that man moves like that.
New York Post picked that up and ran with it. They were talking about ESPN was fat shaming.
Well,
I mean, you are 285.
285. You a big man.
It's a big dude.
I don't want. If you coming down the lane at me, I'm moving.
But that's why they was letting him shoot. Cause they was like, you know what?
You got. I don't want to.
We gonna see. But I mean, he's still a professional. You got to play better defense than that. I think he'll be okay. I just don't think he's gonna be as good as everybody thinks he's gonna be.
All right.
Like how he said LeBron, I say he's another Blake Griffin.
Okay.
Which is a Hall of Fame.
Not
which
bad.
is still good.
That's
Blake
not.
Griffin's going to the Hall of Fame.
I would take another Blake Griffin.
Blake
as a
Griffin's
Magic.
going to the Hall of Fame.
You talking about earlier difference between all-stars and superstars. He's an all-star.
He's an all-star.
He's an all-star for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think he's Blake
That's
Griffin.
definitely why they're like, okay, Blake, you were going to be Space Jam. LeBron now Space Jam. And you lived in LA, but now LeBron moved to LA.
I think that was all a joke anyway.
You know what I'm saying?
But anyways, moving on.
All right. Another quick hit. Orlando Brown saying Nick Cannon gave him head.
Oh my God.
Do you believe it or not?
Nobody believes that. Orlando Brown. Bruh, that man needs help. I'm going to just say that. A side note, with that being said, Delonte West needs help as well.
Delonte West.
Prayers up to Delonte West.
So, and I think both of them, it's very apparent that it's either mental health issues or
drugs.
Definitely drugs for Orlando Brown.
So you want to give him the benefit of the doubt. But even if it is drugs, get help.
Wait. Time out. Wasn't Delonte West the one that was hitting LeBron mama?
He definitely hit LeBron mama.
That's why everybody was tweeting like LeBron is not going to help him.
No, he ain't.
I wouldn't help you either, though.
I think he needed help since doing that. You know what I'm saying? Since trying to hit on. But yeah, no, that video that passed this week with him was pretty sad. It was really sad, man. You know, so get both of them some help. But I don't believe that. What I think is funny about that situation, Nick Cannon responded on like a really long Instagram post. Not once did he deny it, and
that's what everybody's saying. I didn't see the response,
bro.
And I laugh. I mean, I don't believe it at all. But I was just like, you can't once just be like, no, he did it, and then go on with your speech.
No, I didn't do that, and then keep writing the rest of the paragraph.
That's crazy. Well, Orlando Brown said Michael Jackson his daddy. Okay, so I'm just gonna like this man. Orlando Brown believes Michael Jackson is his daddy. So I'm not gonna believe. And he said Will Smith supports him financially.
Oh my God!
I've watched the Vlad interviews.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, Vlad, I'm telling you, Vlad is a good source. Sometimes.
Vlad is gonna make you talk. You know what I'm saying? So I can't believe this man when he said Nick Cannon gave him that sloppy topic.
All right,
but it is weird that as a man you did not this stuff. Because the first thing I'm saying is
heck no.
I ain't even seen you. What?
I don't.
We finna fight.
He even said like
we gotta fight, bro.
First off, I'm saying, look, you was at Disney, I was at Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
we ain't know each other.
We didn't cross paths.
He even said like, laugh out loud. At first, I laughed at this, but then I started to realize that this was a serious matter, and I'm like, all right. Where's the part about you denying it? Get to that part. Like.
Yeah, so I definitely don't believe Orlando Brown with Nick Cannon. But Nick Cannon, you low key taking some L's. 2020 just started.
I don't think he was taking that
between
too many
December and January. You done took a couple L's.
Eminem coming for him.
He's taking his own L's by dropping songs and nobody.
He's still getting
dropping songs with the Wild and Out crew. Like,
them checks are still clearing. It don't matter.
I mean, yeah, we talking money, but with rap and the culture.
Well, we never really took him seriously.
Nobody ever respected him.
But we respect what he's done.
Absolutely.
Well, entertainment.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. I always say Ryan Seacrest, the black Nick Cannon.
Last question before play this man's single.
Yeah.
The huge brawl between Kansas State and Kansas. Who won?
That was crazy.
Who won?
You gonna ask who won?
Who won?
Bruh. You just asked the most childish question. I thought you was gonna ask.
This is entertainment, baby.
I thought you was gonna ask a take.
Are you not entertained?
I thought you were gonna ask something like,
was it worth it? Like, should they have done it?
Like, what do you think about it?
Are you not entertained?
Who won?
Are you not entertained?
Oh, man.
Obviously, Kansas won because they had a big ass African.
Oh, damn.
And he wasn't playing.
Damn.
He was hitting training staff. He was going ham. Okay? So, yes, Kansas won. But another situation. Clearly, I spent a lot of time with a certain someone. Shout out to you. All right?
Mm-hmm.
We watching it last night. Well, I showed her this because I was like, yo, look at this fight. Totally pointless.
It was.
Bruh, they were up 22.
That's why I'm childish about it.
Like it was totally pointless.
Look, that's why I'm childish about it.
They were up 22.
It's totally avoidable.
And I mind you, Kansas State, why don't you let Kansas dribble it out? What are you going to do stealing the ball and getting a layup?
It's a rivalry game, man.
That's what I told Malay. It's a rivalry game, so you know it get a little lit. Fine. Your boy come block. It wasn't even no point in blocking it because there's no 22-point layup.
Yeah.
But I feel you. You steal a ball, I'm playing to the buzzer like you playing to the buzzer. I'm still cool with that. You gonna stand over this man and think you not about to fight?
Yeah.
Bro, this ain't the 90s.
Nah.
You ain't. Matter of fact, in the 90s, that would have been
worse.
It would have been way worse.
Yeah.
In fact, you right. You better ask. You need to do research on who you standing over. Let me just say that.
You lucky it ain't Charles Barkley.
Yo.
And it's not Shaq.
Your boy stood over him like Pippen did Patrick Ewing, man.
Oh, man.
And Patrick will throw hands.
Oh, man.
Come on, man. All the Knicks would throw hands. I grew up in a Knicks household. Both my parents like the Knicks. So I already know how that used to go in the 90s. Straight up fights. And you from Miami, so you know how the Knicks and Heat used to fight.
Absolutely.
So
that's the best rivalry, man.
John Stark, like you off the bench and you fighting for
Come on, man. It used to go down.
And you choke. You about to fight Reggie Miller.
Got PJ Brown, Alonzo Moore and them throwing.
I'm gonna say
missing everything. Ain't nobody hitting nothing. But yeah, man, it was crazy. It was uncalled for, but it was crazy.
Who won, Trini?
Kansas won.
Bruh.
The NCAA won.
Man.
Trick question.
Man.
NCAA won because everybody getting suspended.
NCAA won.
Team.
I'll say honestly, the people in the crowd that had that first row view, they won.
They definitely won.
They got their money's worth.
They got them retweets. They got them favorites. They definitely posted it on Twitter. Got 500,000 retweets and replied to that tweet and said, "Hey, follow my SoundCloud real quick." They definitely got that promotion. I
would have
promise
dropped
you.
the link so quick to my video. Let me get y'all real quick.
Whoever that kid was in that black shirt that started throwing hands, he better be like, "Yo, this is me." Was he a fan or was he like on the bench?
He looked like he was like part of the
It looked like he was on the bench like somehow, but I still don't know.
Yo, he came, but it's funny because he got out there and got tossed by your boy. Like, you see him go over there, and then you just see him hit one
on the ground. He on the ground.
It was crazy, man.
But everybody, man, thanks for YellowTapeKing. We're gonna play your single. Tell us about the single you brought for us today.
Yeah.
This one is "Lord Is Mine." It's off the project Chase the Bag. Y'all can stream that on all streaming services. Chase the Bag, YellowTapeKing. I really waited on this single to like see what people was feeling the most, and people like this, which I like because it's pretty personal. You know what I'm saying? Like I really like venting and got stuff off my chest on this one, so I felt like that was cool that people related to me in a sense, you know, whatever way, or they just liked that I was kicking them dope bars. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, the video just dropped this week, so you make sure you check the video out and here go to track.
Yeah, Lord is mine, right?
That's it.
King. YellowTapeKing, that is. All I know is get this dough. All I know is get this dough. All I know is I gotta get this cash flow. Bounce, ho. Shake it, pop it, make it clap, ho, killer bars. Like they made a male snap, ho. Tryna get them racks so heavy that my back broke. Say a nigga name on the track, nigga, that smoke. Call him to the stage and he freeze, nigga, ass choke. Reached out, heard it was static since we last spoke. Dropping fake knowledge, shut up, tryna act woke. Still walk to the stove, but me gotta act broke. Nigga, stop talking before we give you what you asked for. Really want a vet so I can do the whole dashboard. Niggas be dummy on a one-way crash course. Thick bitch, long hair, swear she got a fat horse. Rock lil' mama boat when I hit her with that back fork. Took her out to dinner, ate that pussy for the last course. On the way from dinner, gave the best head I can ask for. Niggas feel my presence when I walk in the building. Only 5'6" or tall as the ceiling on cloud 9. Niggas saying, oh, what a feeling. Swear the Lord is my witness. The Lord is my witness. Niggas feel my presence when I walk in the building. Only 5'6" or tall as the ceiling on cloud 9. Niggas saying, oh, what a feeling. Swear the Lord is my witness. The Lord is my witness. God knows I'm a sinner to these hoes. I'm a winner. You a pussy Bruce Jenner. Got the fire spin embers. Roll with wolves, watch them timber. Got plans you can't hear the heart. Cold as the winter. Swear it's froze like December. Wind blows, feel the shiver. Hoes cry me a river. With this 9, I'm a killer. I ain't fighting with niggas. I heard you want to hit. Well, you know I deliver. You niggas hella sweet. Never known to be bitter. Yo, mama was a bitch. You was chose by your litter. Shied out the currency. But I'm known as a spitter. You just known as a quitter. See it through, ain't in ya. I be gone to November. Coming back just to pick up. You forgotten like a hiccup. Doing work like a pickup. Pringles niggas getting chips up. Lifting pounds. Getting ripped up. Shawty work me like a sit up. Big shots like I'm Billups on that gas. Watch me fill up. That gas watch me fill up. Niggas feel my presence when I walk in the building. Only 5'6" or tall as the ceiling on cloud 9. Niggas saying, oh, what a feeling. Swear the Lord is my witness. The Lord is my witness. Niggas feel my presence when I walk in the building. Only 5'6".
Check. That is Lord is Mob. I'm my homeboy YellowTapeKing in the building with us, bro. Thanks a lot for coming through.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate y'all.
This was dope. You're our first guest of the year, man. Honestly, this was a great show. So
First guest of 2020, man.
like honestly, really appreciate you coming through. Had some good, healthy convo.
You know.
Drop all them handles and all them mentions.
The
Where
social
can they find
medias.
you at? Where can they find you?
Y'all can find me everywhere. YellowTapeKing. All one word. Ain't no spaces. Ain't no underscores. YellowTapeKing. That's Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram. Is there? I think that's all I got. That all areas, I believe.
That's mostly everything.
But man, you know how happy that makes me. We be having artists in here like, yo, YellowTapeKing. There's an underscore in between yellow and tape.
Dot
There's
space.
a zero instead of the O for yellow. And I'm like,
People are lazy and they do not feel like working to find you.
Exactly.
So YellowTapeKing, all one word.
True.
For the clothing, my merch is Money Never Sleeps. So it's Money Never Sleeps, never spelled NEVA LLC. That's on Instagram.
nice.
Money Never Sleeps LLC.com. If y'all want to buy that merch, y'all buy these hoodies, buy these
They be doing shows, y'all, man.
That's real. That's
I'll
real.
be all over the place, you know what I'm saying? So next week I'm at Haven Lounge. Next week that's on Friday. Thursday I'm at the Tap, I believe it's called, in Apopka. So I'm moving around.
Yeah.
I'm out here doing my thing.
That's
so
what's
y'all
up.
can always catch me in these streets. YellowTapeKing. Oh, one more thing. I'm sorry. I always shout out my kids, Kimani, Madison, RJ. I love y'all.
Shout out.
You take it easy.
There you go. There you go.
That's real.
YellowTapeKing came through. You had a good time?
I had a great time, man. We about to kill it. I just want to give one more thing before we leave. Shout out to Eli Manning, who just announced his retirement.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
get the
New York
Giants out of here.
Man,
They
New York Giants all day.
They trash.
How you a Giants fan from Miami?
That's for another show, man. We ain't got to really get into that.
Once again, it's been another episode of Thursday Night School. I'm your boy DJ Spider Dome with my host DJ
Trini D. They call me Trini D. This has been Thursday Night School. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, share all the links, and have a great night.
Good night.
Peace.